But behind my back, this girl had been secretly crushing on me the whole time. She'd travel halfway around the world just to celebrate my birthday. She'd even take a 2-hour ride just to grab my favorite bread. By the time I finally figured out how she felt and was ready to confess, she got hit by a car on her way to me. Just like that. It was all over. And I just kept drifting through life after that, completely numb. When I opened my eyes again, I was back at a high school reunion party. Everyone was hyping me up to get with Liu Ruyan. Then out of nowhere, a soft little hand grabbed onto my arm. Alright, stop it. You're making Lisa Feng all embarrassed. Memories started flooding back instantly. I knew this scene. This was the post-exam party. I'd been reborn. I stood up right away and put some distance between me and Liu Ruyan. Everyone froze. I looked over at Liu Ruyan, short skirt, long pale legs, clean short hair, pretty face. She was staring at me, shocked and nervous. She was my so-called bestie from my past life, the same person who almost got me killed. Last time around, I had no idea what a snake she was. I genuinely trusted her, and because of all her manipulation, I spent years thinking Shen Yuchu hated me. Later, Liu Ruyan almost got me killed. Shen Yuchu risked everything to save me, but she got into a car accident on her way to see me. My expression darkened for a second, then lit right back up. Since I get a second chance, I'm stopping that accident no matter what. Just then, one of Liu Ruyan's friends laughed and said, "Ruyan, I'm so jealous of you. Zefeng literally applied to the same school just to be with you." It was the same in my past life. Everyone was pushing us to get together. Liu Ruyan even slid into my DMs. "Come on, bro. Don't reject me in front of everyone, and that's embarrassing." "Don't you want to know if Shen Yuchu likes you? Just stay quiet. If she really likes you, she'll come find you once she hears. I'll explain everything later." I trusted her, and so I kept my mouth shut. By the next day, the whole school thought we were a couple. Shen Yuchu moved out of my place that same day. Then Liu Ruyan went around borrowing money in my name, skipped town, and left me to deal with the debt collectors. I nearly got beaten to death. There's no way I'm letting that happen again. I grabbed the mic and said loud and clear, "Stop hyping this up. I don't like Liu Ruyan. I didn't pick that school for her either. I already have someone I like." The whole room went dead silent. Liu Ruyan laughed it off awkwardly. "Exactly. I've been saying we're just friends. Y'all are the ones making it weird. Now look how awkward this is." Her roommate Liu Ning looked completely baffled. "Wait, seriously? You don't like her? Then why were you bringing her breakfast every day? And buying her water and PE? And texting her all the time?" I broke it down. The breakfast thing was a lost bet. I ordered food for everyone who played that game. Liu Ruyan just happened to be there. And it was only for a week. As for the water, we're classmates. She said her card was empty. It's one bottle, not a big deal. And hey, you guys on the crew drink my water all the time too, don't you? I looked over at the guys. They started muttering under their breath. Liu Ruyan's face dropped. "Lisa Feng, it's all a misunderstanding. Why are you being so serious about this?" I ignored her and kept going. And the texting. I never hit her up first. She'd text me and I'd reply sometimes, that's it. Liu Ning looked lost, but that's not what Ruyan told us. Liu Ruyan stood up, eyes getting red. "Enough, Lisa Feng. Stop talking. I treated you like a friend. This was just a joke. Why are you making it a whole thing? You just want to humiliate me, don't you?" Nobody dared to say a word. Everyone knew Liu Ruyan always hung around guys. I looked at her playing the victim and let out a cold laugh. "One last thing, fellas. Watch yourselves out there. You never know when some trash is gonna latch onto you." That word hit hard. Tears started streaming down her face as she cried out, "Lisa Feng, you're so out of line." Then she bolted out the door. Liu Ning let out a frustrated sigh, stomped her foot, and ran after her. The guys left behind all looked at each other. One of them finally worked up the nerve. "Bro, you're just gonna let her leave like that?" My head was still spinning. I just shut down Liu Ning, but I was still processing the whole rebirth thing. I dropped onto the couch and said, "Then go chase her yourself." He-Feng chuckled, then stifled a cough and looked at me. "You good? You seem really off tonight." I come off cold, but the people who actually know me know I'm pretty chill. Normally I'd just say, "Cut it out," and it'd blow over. Going full scorched earth like tonight? That's not my style at all. That's exactly why He-Feng was asking. I looked at He-Feng. Same familiar face, but way younger than I remembered. After Shen Yuchu died, he was the one who stayed by my side. He's a real one. He was also the one who ran around helping me deal with Liu Ruyan's mess. I let out a slow breath. "I'm fine. Let's wrap it up for tonight. I'm not feeling great. I'm heading out. We'll catch up another time." Then I got up and walked toward the door. All I wanted was to get home and make sure the person in my memory was still there. At this point, Shen Yuchu should still be living at my place. Shen Yuchu's parents had immigrated when she was a sophomore, but she insisted on staying in China for the college entrance exam. Her grandma was still around back then, and the family couldn't talk her out of it, so they let them both stay. Then in the second semester of sophomore year, her grandma passed. She still refused to leave. My mom and her mom were close friends, so we took her in. Shen Yuchu stayed at our place all through her senior year. The moment that rumor about me and Liu Ruyan spread, she left for overseas without saying a word and never came back to study in China. My eyes flickered. In my past life, I was probably part of why she stayed. This time, I'm not wasting it. I'm not holding back again. Last time, by the time she had her accident, the flowers were never given, and those words were never said. He-Feng followed me out, worried, but the second I stepped into the lobby, I stopped dead in my tracks. A girl was standing by the entrance. She had on a tracksuit, but it couldn't hide how tall and lean she was. High ponytail, oval face, eyes down, scrolling on her phone. She was holding a baseball bat in one hand. Every guy who walked past couldn't help but stare. Can't blame them. She was that pretty. He-Feng took one look at the situation and visibly tensed up. She was my middle school friend, one of the few who knew Shen Yuchu and I had grown up together. and the only person who had ever witnessed Shen Yuchu chasing me with a baseball bat. So no matter how popular Shen Yuchu was at school, Hifeng's mind always went back to the image of her swinging that bat at my legs. Bro, she's gorgeous but terrifying. He gulped, honestly looked more scared than me. Your girl's here. If she starts swinging, should I just go ahead and call the cops now? I gripped my shaking hand tight. Hifeng's voice snapped me back, but my eyes were still glued to her. I said quietly, she's not my sister. Hifeng looked confused. Didn't you say she's older than you? I just waved him off. Later. And walked straight towards Shen Yuchu. My heart was pounding so hard I could barely think. I didn't care what Hifeng was thinking. I walked up to her and said quietly, Hey, what are you doing here? My voice came out a little hoarse. She looked up from her phone. Those beautiful eyes flashed with a split second of panic. She quickly locked her screen and played it cool. I forgot my key. Came to get yours. Hearing her voice again made my eyes sting. I looked away fast before she could notice. I asked quietly, Have you been waiting long? She looked at me, a little surprised. I was usually so lukewarm toward her. In the past, I would have just tossed her the key and bounced without another word. But tonight, I was actually saying more. She was low-key happy about it, even if her face didn't show it. A moment later, she acted like she hadn't spent half an hour standing outside debating whether to call me. Then she thought about Liu Ruyan, who had just run out crying. I came out right after. She probably figured I was going after her. Her expression dimmed. Just give me the key, I'm heading back. I gave her a look. If I give it to you, how do I get in? Come on, let's go home together. I pulled out my phone to call a ride. Unless you're going somewhere? She asked, voice a little unsteady. You're actually coming home with me? Aren't you going after Liu Ruyan? She looked like she was crying. She paused, then turned her face away. The exam's over anyway. I won't tell your mom. I won't say anything about you dating. I couldn't help but laugh. How blind was I back then? She literally couldn't hide it. Every little feeling was written all over her face and in her eyes. I had to admit it. Past me was a complete idiot. I actually believed Liu Ruyan's little analysis and thought Shen Yuchu hated me. I let out a breath. Whether she cries or not. What's that got to do with me? I'm not her parent. I don't owe her comfort. I nodded toward the car that had pulled up. Let's go. I almost reached for her hand out of instinct, then stopped myself. Shen Yuchu froze for a second. In her eyes, I'd always treated Liu Ruyan differently. She'd assumed I liked her. So why did everything feel so different tonight? She looked at me, hesitated for a second, then walked over. When she sat down in the car, her finger accidentally lit up her phone screen. I caught a glimpse. It said, Li Zifeng is such an idiot. She noticed it too. Her face went red instantly. She killed the screen fast, avoided my eyes, and stared straight ahead like nothing happened. I smiled. Scoot over, how am I supposed to get in? Don't you always sit up front? It slipped out before she could stop herself. The second it did, she realized how obvious that sounded and looked up at me. She thought about explaining, then figured it wasn't worth it, so she just said flatly, whatever, and scooted over. The driver caught a glimpse of us in the rearview mirror and quietly switched to something softer. Once we pulled out, the only sound in the car was the music. But the moment I saw Shen Yuchu earlier, I knew for sure. I was really back. I came back right when the exam had just ended. There was still time to fix everything. And honestly, nothing made me happier than knowing Shen Yuchu was still alive. I glanced at the baseball bat sitting beside her and broke the silence. You went to play baseball today? She seemed startled that I said anything at all. She stiffened for a beat, then gave a quiet, then went quiet again. I sighed internally and just cut to it. Back at the party, everyone was pushing me and Liu Ruyan together. She'd been staring straight ahead the whole time, but she finally turned to look at me. The car was dark, just faint streetlight coming through the windows. I couldn't make out her expression clearly, but I could tell she was tense and hurting.